Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Cooking with Tiffany. I'm your host, Tiffany DuBois-Morales. Um, for today, we are going to be doing a new cut of meat. Cannot wait. Courtesy of all of my buds at Gianta's Prime Shop, we are going to do roasted picanha steak. Now, roasted picanha, depending on who you ask, is either a Portuguese or Brazilian cut of meat. It is considered one of the most tender cuts of meat and takes extremely well to aggressive seasoning. So I'm going to be pairing that with some simply roasted onions and a few added accoutrements. So sit back, relax, and we will be back. All right, everybody, we are back. So one of the first things that we're going to do is actually put together our spice rub for the picanhas. So first we are gonna go ahead and add in a generous amount of black peppercorn. And before I forget, thank you as always to all of my buds at the Head Nut of Reading Terminal Market for always having a fantastic selection of spices available. Now, this is so not traditional at all. Like normally people are like, okay, let the meat breathe and do its, regular flavor. Everybody has posted to add in a generous amount of coarse salt and, black pepper, and that's about it. You guys know I don't do that, so we're adding in red pepper flake, black peppercorn, a little harissa, and three very different spices that you will never find in a Brazilian steakhouse, one of which is tarragon, herbes de Provence, and French thyme. I want this to be a very different kind of spice rub and to not, completely overpower the inherent flavor of the picanha. So we're just going to let this kind of mix and do its thing, and then we'll add it to our picanha. But in the meantime, we actually need to get started on rendering all of this beautiful fat that we have on the picanha itself. So I am going to be placing it in the middle of our cast iron skillet, setting a temp to medium, and covering it with the lid for the next 8 to 10 minutes so that we can render out the fat and get everything going. So we will be back. All right, everybody, we are back. Now, we have gone ahead and rendered the fat from the bottom of our picanha steak, and have lowered the heat to low. And at this point, we're just going to go ahead and flip this, So just kind of quickly sear. I'm going to take, some of this rendered fat and just kind of baste the whole dish in its juices. Alright, and now we're just going to transfer our picanha onto our glass container. Now, I'm going to briefly let this kind of rest for a few minutes. We're going to take our bowl of settled spices and just kind of go ahead and season this initially. Alright, we're going to flip this the other side, because when you're roasting any kind of meat, especially any kind of like beef base, you want the fat to kind of continue to coat and do its thing. So we got that. Now, it is generally not recommended that you actually go ahead and add in the rendered fat that's already in here into the dish, but I am experimenting with all of this, so we're going to go and render all of this in its juices. We're going to add in just a little bit of water, and then we're going to roast this at 395 degrees or 200 Celsius for a good 20 to 25 minutes. So we will be back. All right, everybody, we are back, and check it out. We have our beautifully cooked picanha steak along with roasted onions. Before I forget, thank you as always to the guys at Gianta's Prime Shop for my beautiful cut of meat. Iovine Brothers, also at Reading Terminal Market for my produce, Whole Foods Market for my sliced garlic, and the head nut as well, also at Reading Terminal Market for my amazing spice blend. I am your host for Cooking with Tiffany and Tiffany's Community Spotlight at Home, Tiffany DuBois-Morales.